These are the required Supreme Court cases for the AP Government test. So we've basically done about 4, and then there's about 8 that we need to cover right now. So let's go over these. Marbury versus Madison gave us the principle of judicial review. That was 1803. Make sure you know that one. We've covered it many times. You did it in APUSH, but make sure you know that Marbury versus Madison. McCulloch versus Maryland in 1817. It gave us the implied powers, necessary and proper clause. You can't tax. States can't tax a federal institution like a federal bank. So that was the implied powers. Schneck versus the United States will be in this unit, and it's about freedom of speech. Brown versus Board of Education, the 14th Amendment in education, separate but unequal is not allowed. Separate but equal, because it was found inherently unequal, and that's in this unit. Baker versus Carr is districting and one person, one vote, and we've covered that one. Engel versus Vitale is religion. First Amendment, can't have school prayer. Gideon versus Wainwright, 1963, is the Sixth Amendment, basically your right to a lawyer. If you can't afford one, has to be provided to you. Tinker versus Des Moines Community School District, 1969, was a First Amendment freedom of speech in schools. And we're going to do that one in this unit. New York Times versus the United States, 1971, First Amendment, freedom of press. We'll cover that in this unit. Wisconsin versus Yoder, again, was First Amendment, religion. We're going to do that in this case, in this unit. Roe versus Wade, 1973, is a 14th and a 9th Amendment right to privacy. We'll do that in this unit. Shaw versus Reno was redistricting. We've covered that. You need to review that one again. It's about racial districting. United States versus Lopez is Commerce Clause, and it was actually ruled unconstitutional as the gun. In Texas, the gun law, Congress had no right to do it because it didn't relate to commerce or tax. That was 1995. We've covered that. Citizens United versus the FEC, we've covered that, but you need to review that and make sure you go over it. And then Mcdonald versus Chicago is a Second Amendment. It applies the right to bear arms to the states. There'll be other cases that we're going to be going over in this unit, but these are the required ones. You must know, you must go through this, and I've got videos on each one of those. And we're going to go through those with both a slide plus a video, so make sure you know that each case, but we will be going over many other cases that relate to the First Amendment, Second Amendment, and the others. So if you don't see me basically with my video on it, it's not a required case, but it's something that will help with context, will help with the times. You'll see which is gone pro or con with the First Amendment, Second Amendment, so on.